Are you still renting and paying as much, if not more, than you would if you owned your own home because you're believing the lies and the misinformation you've heard about needing a big down payment to purchase a home? Then stay tuned because I'm going to tell you the truth about down payments and how you might not even need a down payment, even if you're not a veteran or a first time home buyer. So hold on, I'll be right back. Hi, I'm Brenda Keller, a realtor with Red One Realty here in the Dayton, Ohio area. And I'm here today to bust those myths about down payments for buying a home. Before I do that, I want to ask you to be sure to hit subscribe below, give me a thumbs up if you like this information, and also hit the share to share it with somebody else who might need to know this information. Thanks so much. Okay, so are you paying big bucks to rent because you figure it will take you years of saving to have enough of a down payment to purchase a home? Well, that's not always true. What are some of the lies, or I guess I could use a more politically correct term and say, what are some of the myths that you've heard about down payments needed for buying a home? Have you heard this one? Lie number one. Myth number one. Have you heard that you have to have a 20% down payment? That's not true. For instance, if you're looking at a modestly priced home for $150,000, 20% would be $30,000. So, do you have that much in your savings account? How much can you put aside every payday, and how long will it take you to save up $30,000? Again, I'm just talking about a modestly priced, probably older home. A $150,000 home is going to be our example in this educational video. So, yes, although some loans, like a conventional loan, may ask for a 20% down payment, if you haven't owned a home before, or if you haven't owned one in the past 3 years, you can sometimes get a conventional loan for as little as 3% down. So, in our example of a $150,000 home, that would be $4,500. I think you would agree with me that that's a little more affordable than a $30,000 down payment. The simple truth is that the majority of home buyers finance their purchase using a 6% or less down payment. For instance, an FHA loan only requires 3.5% down. So for our $150,000 home example, that's only $5,250. And with a VA loan or a USDA loan, it can be no money down. So we've debunked that myth. You do not always have to have a 20% down payment up front to purchase a home. Myth number two, low down payment or no down payment programs are only for first-time home buyers. That's not true. There are some first-time home buyer programs offering no money down home loans, by the way. So if you are a first-time home buyer, ask your mortgage broker or loan officer to find out if you qualify for a first-time home buyer, no money down home loan. Also, low down payment and down payment assistance programs are available to many qualified home buyers, even if it's not your first home purchase. There are some statewide, some county-wide, some local programs that may be available in the area in which you are. So also there are programs available for community service workers like educators, nurses, firefighters, police officers, maybe a few other categories. That's just to name a few. So you need to get with a mortgage broker or a loan officer to see if you qualify for one of these programs. Shop around for a mortgage that offers assistance with a low money down or no money down program. And sometimes it's best to find a local lender, by the way, who's familiar with what programs might be available in your local area. Don't assume that you don't qualify because you have owned a home before, or because you make too much money or too little money, or you don't think your credit's good enough. Ask the mortgage broker or loan officer what types of programs and assistance that you do qualify for. So, lie or myth number 3. Have you heard this one? I can't use a gift from my parents or a grant or a loan for my down payment. That's not true. This all depends on your lender. So, as I said before, be sure to shop around for a lender with a program that will allow buyers to use a grant to help you find a grant, or use money that has been gifted to you or money that's been loaned to you to pay for some, if not all, of the down payment. And finally, lie or myth number 4. Have you heard only veterans and active duty military personnel can get a no money down home loan? That's not true. Yes, with a VA loan for veterans or active duty military first time home buyers, they can get a no money down loan. But first time home buyers who are not veterans or active duty military personnel may also qualify for a no money down home loan, as I mentioned earlier. Anyone wanting to buy a property in some rural areas can get a USDA loan. That can be a no money down home loan. USDA stands for United States Department of Agriculture, but this isn't just for farmland. It's usually in a smaller town or rural area. For example, in the area where I live just a little west of Dayton, Ohio, and almost the entire town and the area around New Lebanon, Ohio, falls into the area approved for USDA no money down home loans. Last year, I helped a family sell their house on a busy main street that runs through our town. And as I said, the house it was in the city limits, not out in the country in New Lebanon, Ohio. And it still qualified for a USDA loan. And that's the type of loan the buyers used. Some areas in Brookville, Ohio, Farmersville, Ohio, Germantown, Ohio, just to name a few around where I live, those properties qualify for a USDA loan, no money down. So to find out if the property you want to buy falls into one of these areas approved for USDA loan, go to this website I'm going to put down here and type in your property address. I'm going to also put this as a clickable link in the description below this video. USDA also has loans for people with low credit scores, so check it out. Make sure to find a lender who's familiar with USDA loans. So the takeaway for this educational video on the down payment needed to buy a new home is to check with more than one mortgage broker or loan officer to see what's available to you, and check to see if the property you want to purchase is in an area approved for a no money down USDA loan. Also, if you're planning to sell your home, check to see if it's in a USDA location, because that could be a great advertising point. You can have your realtor note that in the listing that your home qualifies for a USDA no money down loan. So that wraps up today's educational video on busting myths about down payments for a home loan. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the subscribe button below to see more of my educational videos. Be sure to click the like and the share buttons below. Thanks and goodbye for now.